Ring was created with co-op in mind, with summons, with OP builds and so on, so everyone can play the game. So From Software as well went to the side of let's accommodate every single player in the world. They don't have difficulties to pick from, but there are difficulties, okay, depends how you play Elden Ring. So it went on the same side as other games as well.
Discern. We depart.
Closed mine. And I got 2 in my stash.
They won't be laughing much longer. Won't be any more of this. No gnomes in the city. Watch, Brevin. This Gortash fella's got an idea. Kind of a training camp. Don't know how it gets me into the watch, but he seems the smart sort. Won't be laughing.
Hey, good looking.
Yes? With ease.
They'll leave the bugbear alone. I mean, he said he wanted to die. He asked for me to kill him. So let's kill him, he asked. He wants to be free. Any other convo with you or not?
You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. You could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve.
Hey ho. Hey.
Out of curiosity.
Gimme.
Not design.
At the ready. My pleasure.
You could kill it, or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunge like shiver of impact, crack of bone. He removes the brains, digs free the squirming tadpoles, the unworthy ones given over to the illithids to become.
Not 1, 2. I got them in a stash. But I can't get it, because the stash is not allowed in this area. I got 2 more brains, and I think I've seen the 3rd one somewhere in Act 1 as well. I got them all in a stash. So I can check all convos, but it seems like it's trivial. Nothing special about it.
Do, thanks. You're not gonna like this, mate.
The
Your
brains, every
violence hasn't
single
gone
green
unnoticed.
brain jar
It's about
that you
to be
find in a
returned
game
in
in Act
kind.
1 and the entire Act 2, you should bring right over here. Okay, on this map. And then put into that device up here. And maybe you can get some additional passive or so on. You never know. I got saves so I can check out.
The witching hour.
Ready for another round? I'm going to enjoy this.
At last. No more chop.
No more chop, chop, chop.
This is my time. Rough tempest I will raise.
Watch this. Want another?
This is my time. Your desire. I venture forth.
Down. The corpse remains.
Map. Extremely easy.
Hurry now. The city calls. Chosen on my heart. Descend, assemble. Obey. Liberate, evacuate.
You can use restoration again here. Should be available. If that's the case, I can pre-buff like crazy. Neural apparatus again. Jesus Christ.
Prepare. Liberate, evacuate.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
My head hurts. Can I go back to bed, Mummy?
Sure, go right back to sleep.
Night, night, Mummy. Love you.
Why did I came here, man? Classic troll. What's a Twitch fandom? What is that term? What does it mean? Can people be a fan of Twitch? How can you be a fan of a program? Of a site? Oh, I'm way too fucking old for this world. Who's left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Lovely day, this. Defender of the people.
Whatever it takes.
Ah, excellent choice. Immediately.
Let's descend. See what it is. Move it. Oublie it.
Elminster's not around, so might as well. My tadpole's growing restless. Does anyone else feel that?
It senses something, doesn't it? I'll keep my guard up.
Might as well. The information device is already in place. All I have to do is hop on.
Rejuvenating miasma. Wait, that you can spam in this area. Is this the end? Is it?
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
Sure.
The orb pulses strangely. It feels unsettled. The heart of the Absolute is close. As is the moment when you must decide if you will follow Mistra's orders or reject them.
Enter.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes, with cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I've played my part.
You built an army for our masters, true enough, but what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The Lash of Thor!
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. all the time.
The Testament of Merkel!
They worship the tree.
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
The sight of the crown atop the elder brain strikes you like lightning. Never before have you beheld an artifact of such unrivaled power. You realize that it could change everything. Your own course, your own life, the destiny of worlds. But here, in this very moment, lies your chance to heed Mistra's call. This must be it. The end of the Absolute.
It's one thing to sacrifice yourself, but you will not sacrifice your friends. You will wait. There will be another chance. You will not die today. Obey your goddess, detonate the orb, destroy the Absolute, destroy these 3 motherfuckers, and save the world. Finish the game, hero of the Forgotten Realms. Save the day. We got the orb inside the Gale, game is done. And I think Gale is a main. We triggered the nuke. Mikasa. We won't even see Baldur's Gate.
Beneath the smoking ashes of Moonrise Towers, the Elder Brain lies destroyed. But what of the tadpoles it commanded? Freed of the Absolute's control, they will complete their transformations. A plague of illithids will soon descend on the Sword Coast, enslaving all they do not infect. It is an ending of sorts, though not the one destiny had in store for you.
It's how Mistra wanted. Oh, credits roll, they finished the game. Where's the big boom, the explosion, the death? Where is all of that, man? Ooh. You think the awesome idiots that really thought that the game needs to end like this? I wouldn't be surprised that people start releasing speedruns, like finish the game the fastest. If they believe this is the end game, then okay. But I wouldn't be surprised to see speedruns for this. It's very easy, by the way. You know what you need for the speedrun here to finish the game like this? Open up. Pass, reach Zerantim outpost, go to the Underdark, negotiate with the Werglia, from the Werglia to the elevator, from the elevator straight into the tower. You reach this point and you finish the game, man. Oh, they did it already, eh? Very fucking smart, but that's not a game done, man. This is troll ending. It's not even ending, it's just trolling. Because of Nether's orb. Just a feature, basically. It's nothing to do with the ending.
My tadpole's growing restless. Does anyone else feel that?
I can already see that out, but
Doesn't it?
yeah,
I'll
fuck
keep my
on
guard
it.
up.
That's bullshit.
Yes.
Classic bullshit. Here I am, let's go again. This time, no atomic bomb.
No longer a back. The orb pulses.
Ketheric Thorn Part 2.
You,
Hey, they
sure
got
that they would-
Tyrael here, man. Who is this?
The edict.
An elder precise you read here. In this very moment lies your chance to heed Mistra's call. This must be it. The end of the absolute.
Or the beginning of something else. You will not die today.
The orb senses your hesitation. It shudders within you, longing for something, though you cannot tell what. A prickling dread rises along your spine. You have disobeyed Mistra. Again. If you survive this, there will be consequences.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guests. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the absolute.
Will's father.
Preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, orderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Shit, no. Father!
There goes Tyrael.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
Is that so?
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
Why is the prism so important to you?
The very fact of your being attests to its power. Despite your infection, you resisted the brain here in the heart of its domain. What good is an army of thralls if they do not obey their master? Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute. and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
Sure. What are the options?
With pleasure.
With pleasure what? You bugged out. Don't you with pleasure me, man. You bugged out. Continue with pleasure. Shut up, all of you. With pleasure. Doesn't it feel like Void Walk and Attack on Arcs? Yes, the game mimics Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2. More so Divinity Original Sin 2. It mimics every area, every encounter. But 99% of players won't be aware of it, because they never played Divinity. The game is just mimicking all with Baldur's Gate name. The more you play, the more you realize that. They're the same storyline, same plot, same all.
Certainly.
There you are, as predicted. But the law. Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it.
I'm here to snuff out this whole evil plot and you along with it.
Finer champions than you have tried and failed. But perhaps they lacked the fear that drives you. Your freedom hanging in the balance. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave my daughter's life.
Okay, he sold his soul because of his daughter. Makes sense.
And then I will raise you as my servant.
You say it bugged out. It was only continue now. There are 3 options. I was ready to show you mercy before. It's still not too late. You can repent. Repent.
Repent? Would that even be possible? Perhaps. No. There is no repentance. No release. My debt can never be repaid.
He's gonna suicide.
He is here. He is watching. He is listening. He is.
Oh, I upset Merkel. Let's dance. Storm is a joke. This is the real deal.
Pointless attacking Ketherick while the night song's bound to him. She
Hostel of Merkel. Visage of a dead god. Legendary resistance to crowd control. Ketheric immune against all damage while he has the Night Song imprisoned. Bunch of brains and whatnot. Summons, necromites, and there's the Moon Maiden.
Fuck yes.
I mean, that's we're gonna fight Storm as well. We're gonna fight Storm as well. More than 188 HP. Yeah.
Forthwith.
There you are. Perhaps you hope to learn your place. I will kill you now. And then I will raise
Enough
you.
talking, let's finish this.
With pleasure.
Nothing can harm Ketheric as long as Night Song is caged.
Ketheric is damaged. But he is invulnerable. And we need to reach the Night Song.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Close ranks.
How are you doing? Are you invulnerable? You're not. Dog, stay behind.
Gone with the weave. Rook to Queen 6.
Need to stay focused. Moving.
Forever dauntless. Finding my way.
My turn.
She's mad. Got a mind player. Dominated her. How can you dominate an Asima? Rage from beyond. I need mind flayer.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Spear. Intended.
One can't always be a gentleman. On the double.
There goes Ketterick.
Can't give up. Not now. Heading there.
On the victor's path.
No, the corpse. I mean, I killed him and I pushed him down. Down to Merkel.
2 steps at a time.
Got it.
Here comes the spear. Three HP. On scratch. Don't kill my dog, I wanna lie. Won't kill my dog. Not even a scratch. No mind flayer. No, he died. He died. First. Yeah, pick up.
Unleash me.
What's the plan?
On the victor's path. Two steps at a time.
This is gonna feel good. You're not gonna like this, mate.
Okay, her kill. Her kill. Makes sense that she does it.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal.
Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
You dare end one who belongs to me. I am the smile of the worm-cleansed skull. I am the regrets of those who remain, and the restlessness of those who are gone. I am the haunt of wars and eons, the god of graves and age, of dust.
No one has a lot of ego, you know.
Have slain my chosen, but it is no matter, for I am death, and I am not the end. I am the beginning.
The Triad help us.
That's a lot of ego, Merkel, for 300 HP, man. Visage of a dead god. Legendary resist. Merkel's presence. Oh, he plays. You had to play first, I guess. Sucked. Spear! First blood on Merkel. Let me see. Apostle excuse the gods of death on holy well and bone shields or nearby creatures. Legendary saving throws. Reeling. Divine magic flowing within you prevents disease from affecting you. Pay ancestry. Spells that alter summon form have no effect. Entity improved in smite. Attacks of opportunity. Armor class is 19. All stats are up. He's not intelligent. You can tell he's not intelligent by how he speaks. Merkel. First man. You should have killed that.
A tale for the ages.
Can't give up.
What fools these mortals be.
What should I do?
No holding back. No time to waste.
Butterflies! Dealing with butterflies. He can't bleed. It's an undead, but it's a crit. Good enough. Good enough.
Now you wear a face to match your soul.
One life to my life. Sustain me, slave.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Talk to me.
Push the guardian. Son of a bitch.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Are you ready for a flame strike? Miracle. Oh! Pain. Pain.
I got this.
Sure. hell, she easily pushed Shadowheart. I can't believe it, she pushed Shadowheart down.
Let me recite their demise. Indeed.
Let's finish this.
Hey.
Battle favors the fearless.
This could be your end, Miracle. It says it's too dark. How is it too dark? Look how freaking bright it is. What is too dark? Lucky son of a bitch, 2 HP. And he's gonna... Nah, he won't play. Carla kill. Lethargic. Ow, retaliate kill. So freaking easy, it's unforgiving. Larian is brain dead with this.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Nothing left but ash and bone. Fitting end to the chosen of Merkel.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
Chill. Chill. Still killed the man, which is great. It's better up for me to be silent and don't say anything about this fight.
I applaud your taste.
Friend, we are here for you.
You were keen to join me. Don't you want to serve the Absolute?
What absolute? The absolute does not care about us. And we do not care about the absolute. We are different. And we are saved. Friend!
Might draw the wrong sort of attention if people see you by my side.
We will not cause you any trouble, friend! We will project a different form that will cloak us from all but your closest acquaintances. You and your friends shall see us as we truly are. All others shall see a kitty, a small predator, indigenous to this world. They kitties can walk anywhere, and they are most cunning.
Yeti.
Of course.
Did a night song live? I don't know, probably. What should be the stats on a boss? Stats on this boss should be around 1000 HP and around 25 armor class. That should be the stats, so you can actually use all scrolls, consumables, pre-buffs and so on in order to damage the boss. That's the stats for the boss. This is a joke right now. 300 HP on Tactician is more like a story mod. What cutscene bugged? What cutscene bugged? For what? Really? Is that so? I mean, I can reload the fight easily. Let me just loot, then we can check. I'll check it out if you say so. Maybe it bugged out. It did look like it cancelled. The grand design is the mind flayer species' wide ambition to return to the days of their conquering greatness through an act of sudden mass metamorphosis, giving the elder brain overall command and implacable army of vilified slave warriors with which to defeat their old enemies, human and humanoid, Githyanki and Ulitharet. Of course, this is delusional madness, megalomania on cosmic scale. I know just how to turn it to our purposes. We're going to help the mind flayers enact their grand design, but only in a way that suits us. The Illitids shall have their crusade to enslave, but they will be acting in turn as our slaves, and we shall determine how, when, and where of their great Illitid outbreak. To be precise, I, Gortash, will determine these things as commanding the grand design is clearly a Bennett task. Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. I feel it to be absolute end. Before we move on, I need to take a piss. 1 second. That's the much. This ritual. Oh! You reloaded multiple times and still did not get a cutscene. Could be. Whatever. I won't reload just because of that. If it's like 15 seconds, it's whatever. Yeah.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable.
How did Ketheric transform during a fight?
I believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Merkel, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat. Ketheric was Merkel's chosen. I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are chosen of the dead three.
Chosen of the dead three.
Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together, and with those stones, and that crown, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
Tell me about the crown.
The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
How can you leave the astral prism now?
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
And what do we do now?
We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an elder brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Kettrik's Warhammer is garbage. Hammer weight is centered on enchanted obsidian at the base of its head. Some nights before bed, Kettrik would sneak away face, glance at the hammer and think about the stone and wonder what unknown facet of his heart bore his weight. 1d10. Reaper's Embrace. All incoming damage reduced by 2. Of course, it's heavy armor. Cannot be moved against your will. And the howl of the dead. A bone-chilling howl that numbs all nearby creatures. Blech. Armor class is fine though. Kettrik's Shield. +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls, not bad. With a shield bash. And a note. Papa, I love you from Ease. Isabel. A letter he was holding from his daughter. No, we got encumbrance problem, of course.
Well, well, well.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Where is... Where's the angel? What on earth? Where is she? She was here. How did she disappear now? The fuck? She's over there. This is the very end of Act 2. We're about to start the Act 3. When with the Shadow Gambit, Blasphemous Stew, Armored Core, all of that comes once I'm done with Baldur's Gate 3. So I guess September.
Ready and willing. With ease.
But how did she disappear, man? Why?
We fly at your word. We fly at your word.
Are you serious?
We fly at your word.
Oh my. We need to repeat the fight. Here we go, Miracle again. Jesus Christ. Żeno! Żeno! Daj mi telefon. Pa ne mogu, nemam kako te dozovem. Dear God, Ketheric as well. So we can clip. Wasting time on bugs.
Come on, let's go.
A hero at heart. One with the weave. Sharp as ever. Oh, I have the magic touch. Onward.
There you are. Perhaps you hope to learn your... I will kill you now. With...
I can't get at him as long as the night song's caged.
I don't fancy their chances.
Smell blood.
I speak, they burn. The blade will not bend.
Hop, hop. Tactical.
Let's light them up.
Fuck, my life is worse than on a previous one. And I have to be sad because of the bugs. Triple stun. It's a disaster.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Face me!
Back in your cage.
Jimmy on the go.
Now I got Merkel and the Mind Flayer combined. That's epic. That's really epic.
Certainly.
I think I threw him, but yeah, he's mega dead. Telekinesis. Telekinesis. Why bugged out so much though? Holy shit, everything froze for like 2 seconds. I don't know, was I offline or not?
Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
Can't leave the potion. This gets better and better.
outsmart.
One life to my life. Sustain.
Moving.
Ready. What's the plan?
You need to pick me up.
On the victor's path.
Warlocks are so bloody OP.
Allow me to demonstrate.
If I roll well, I can kill. Yes, 5 HP. Oh man.
Can't give up.
Can anyone
I forever.
get that final strike? Final strike went to the Guardian. To the Guardian. To the freaking Guardian, man. Hammer.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done.
If you think this is buggy, imagine the amount of bugs in Baldur's Gate. No. Wow, wow.
Over ash and bone. Fitting end to the chosen of Merkel.
Or maybe it's not a bug. I don't know.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
Let's go.
Maybe it's not a bug.
We fly at your word.
What am I supposed to do?
We fly at your word.
Like for real now. But for real now. Let's restart. I get it, it's a small scene, but I can't speak with the Aasimar. And redoing about to do it for the third time. Ah. Ooh. Let's see, maybe it's gonna work now from this. Maybe it's gonna work from this save. Or no. Give it a shot.
Yes, of course.
Word. Ah.
We fly at your word.
Fuck you. Damn it. I can't fight it again, man. I just can't. I don't have will to fight it again. We go with this. No, my willpower is expended. We need a rest. No willpower for this. I gotta save though, so we can give it a shot next time. I got manual saves. It doesn't matter if I move on. Got manual saves. Portal to the surface. Ketric Dorm.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Renault. Renault. Is that it? I think that's it. Crystal. Ketterick loot. Ketterick bugged. Final boss act 2. Mind. Player. Box. And about it. But yo, there's a lot to do. Baldur's Gate, leveling.
I've been thinking on all that you saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How?
What do you want now? It seems he's servant of Bane, Ketterick served Merkel. Who knows what powers he's gained since you knew him?
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
Relax, woman, you'll grow balls.
Can't get away with what he's done to me, to us. He won't get away with it.
I wouldn't give for a good rest about now.
And what happened with Will's father?
Thanks for watching out.
Yeah, it was ripe with magic.
Could have tossed me.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Took him away. The Absolute's cult his Raven Guard. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
What do you know about Gortash?
Orin, I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Tell me the truth about Mizora.
Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
Give my life with me and keeping the residents safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Raven Guard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Let's see.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Why would Mizora want to save Baldur's Gate?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zarya.
She never stops, does she? Not for a second.
Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
And what about Grand Duke?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
That's how you lost your eye?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Mizora. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. I understand.
You must have been furious at your father throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
You can't blame him.
And I went and proved him right. A Grand Duke's duty is to his city, first and foremost. There would only ever be one outcome.
What are you all doing here? This is my camp, Moonrise Towers. Holy shit. They could have found some area with less FPS, man.
Thanks for watching out for me. You lot could have tossed me back in the shadows.
You're one of us. Now dauntless, no fate left behind.
I'm glad that's still the case.
Withers wants to speak.
By all means.
The shadows yet fester. The dead three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
Don't all living things do?
No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my service.
My cats are trolling me. Lubac i ovog. Daj mi manju kafu jednu. Manju bre, manju. Daj šta god.
Up for debate?
The shadows yet fester. The dead three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
Quoi? Ne znam. They're soulless, surely.
Correct. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
You seem to know a lot more about it. Is Withers Werglia? You seem to know a lot about the tree.
Yes. Bane, Lord of Darkness. Baal, Lord of Murder. Merkel, Lord of Bones.
Well.
Once judged, ascended, then vanquished. As one, and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Why are you here?
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
Speak plainly.
No.
Withers. Now, let's see if she's not bugged. I hope she's not bugged. Sword of the Moon Maid.
Helen!
No.
Isabel! My love. You were dead.
Oh
I
my
saw
god.
your body.
I thought she was her sister.
I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
Are you Ketteric's Storm daughter?
I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you about later. It'll keep. I promise. Very good. We look forward to it.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Poor kids. I should try to cheer them up.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
Thinking about it right now. There's not a single straight person in the game. No, there's not a single straight person in the game. Unreal. Nah, I've fucking seen it all, I think. Yeah, the random NPCs are true. Random NPCs are. But not a single main character or main NPC. So when will the curse actually be lifted?
I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready.
What happened to Oliver?
No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair, whatever they wish. I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does.
And what now?
I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side.
There's more that you want. What is it?
Not what. Who. But all in due course.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. The fuck is wrong with everyone in this game, man? What is this? Fucker's Gate 3? It should be a game, man. What is this? Holy shit. Just come on. Like, don't people have Netflix for this crap, man?
I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
You fuck off. I'm gonna go with Evil Run. I'm gonna kill all of them, goddammit.
What was it like in there? In the curse?
That's what I'm gonna do.
You can imagine.
Thanks for the follow. Jahira.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the Dead Three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times.
Jahira ain't from Faerun. She's straight from Russia. But you. Spent a lot of time in my flare colonies, haven't you?
More than anyone should. But I never dreamed I'd see the Dead Three working in consort with Illithids.
It is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of 2 more. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
Do you wanna join?
Of course. Falling foul of Ketherick convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
I'll see you at the camp.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them.
Anyone else? What does Karlach have to say about all?
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. I bet it's beautiful. No rest for the wicked, huh?
Tell me about Gortash.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe, and he paid me well. Well enough to move my folks into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zauriel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. 1 minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zauriel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
The shadows are lifted. Finally, we can breathe free.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know.
How are you doing?
Do you really need to ask? I'm sorry. I have a lot on my mind. The shadow fell. Night's on. I can think of little else.
What about your fear of the wolves?
That's not the first time you've made such a leap. I don't know.
Maybe it's a Selûnite trick, or another way for Lady Shah to test my faith.
My song will give you answers.
The sooner I speak to Nightsong, the sooner I'll know what the future holds for me. Assuming I have a future at all. Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me might be in vain just now. But you're sweet to keep me in your thoughts.
It's all done.
Begone! I must admire Isabel's fulsome beauty away from prying eyes.
Sorry.
If they're here.
Miss Alfera wants to write us a song about you fighting Ketheric. But I'm Miss Mole.
Yeah, when do you
Alfera's writing us a song.
find out what to do with Mole?
A stupid...
Why, yes. Once Alfera's done with this song...
What, you got a new song? Calonetta.
You're here. Good. That's good.
You know what? Witcher's story for Baldur's Gate 3. Masterpiece. A healthy masterpiece. That's what Witcher 3 is. You're right.
Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Maul is still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me.
Like I'm humoring you by having this conversation.
Well, brainy breeches, I did have a better idea. A private concert, just for the kids. Alas, you're no bard.
Ah, you need to be a bard
I'm sure
for
I'll
this.
find someone else to play with. Maybe in the city.
If you're a bard, you can
Until
play
then,
with Alfira.
all I can do is be here for them.
So you need to be a bard to see this with performance.
Why are we still here? Grown-ups take forever.
Anyone else? Or is that it?
How'd you survive it?
Where are the other origin characters? Where's Astarion?
I had to look after him. Without him.
Lae'zel and others. Is there anyone upstairs? Harper's outside. I would love to rest and level up, and I would love to leave the tower, because the frame drops are like for real with the frame drops here. Ugh. We're done with Act 2. Disaster with frames. Disaster.
1,000 days of darkness on the Iron Hands for dragging him into this.
Defender of the people. What have we here?
Complete disaster. This is like the worst performance that I've seen in a game so far. 30, 35 on average.
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been.
What do you want?
To talk about Wolbryn, of course.
Again. If I have to hear the name Wolbryn one more time.
You'll what? Tie me to a windmill? Enslave me in the Underdark? Smack me upside the head? I assure you, circumstance has beaten you to it. Wolbryn and the Iron Hand gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have rune powder, they have motive. We have to stop them.
Is this just because Wolbryn rejected you?
I'll not deny he wounded me.
Uh-huh.
I cared for Wolbryn.
Uh-huh.
Care for him, really. But he's... well, he's acting like a true idiot. It isn't the first time, and I'm sure it won't be the last.
I should have let you fly
But
on
I
that
won't let him
windmill.
hurt anyone. Or himself.
Actually, when you pick an evil run, it's a good run. We'll have our hands full in Baldur's Gate.
With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield of self-righteousness in the other, we most certainly will. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend.
Go home, Marcus.
I can do that.
Moonrise has been cleansed.
Everything is in the story. Everything is so fucking forced in your face. Like, that shit ain't normal. It's really not normal. It's way too fucking much. I can swallow, you know. Once, twice, even 3 times, but fucking hell, 50 times, man. Like, come on. Come on. Fuck is this?
Mom, waiting for you.
Better be. It hasn't been that long.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
I already have allies.
You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her Harper's too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
will think more allies in the city.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Road to Baldur's Gate lies west of Reichwind. Our quickest route, if we can stay ahead of the Absolute's forces.
There you go, the spring drops. Now I need to restart again. It's a disaster. Disaster how the game works right now. 100% act 2. Frankly, the more you play, the more obvious is that the game drops the ball. Okay. First act, very good. Second act, now we're gonna see Baldur's Gate. But the game drops the ball. With narration, with cringe, with forced out crap, with way too obvious story. It copies everything from Divinity as well. The entire story is copied from Divinity, but let's say with more cringe. They focus more on relations and on choices and consequences than on the actual gameplay. I would need to play as a Dark Urge, yeah. I would need to play and slaughter them all to see how dark can it get without fucking relations. Okay. Maybe then it's a good game without relations. Maybe. Because this is a disaster. Act 1 is perfection, yeah. Act 1 is really well done. What happened in the last light?
Yes.
Is there a bubble still? There is no bubble anymore. But no, Shadow's Curse doesn't exist. That changed. There's barely anyone left. They all left, even the cows left. Last light doesn't exist anymore. No one. Is a cat here? Not even a cat. His Majesty is gone. The best thing in this game are actually animals, as far as writing goes. Best writing and the funniest shit is on animals. As far as companions go, it's full cringe. Check the journal. Get Gortash, get Thorin, get their allies. Imagine, gather the army. Where have I heard that? But there's a bit of, I mean a bit. There's like 60% Divinity Original Sin 2 in terms of the story. 20% Dragon Age Origins. And around 20% all other CRPGs combined. Put into one. With a lot of revisions. Orpheus. Keep track walls. Rescue the Duke in Baldur's Gate. Worms Crossing Amulet. It's only in a camp. Catrick Thorn. Heal, he must be defeated. He is. Why is it still active? The quest bugged out. Kill Catrick Thorn. We defeated Catrick, and here is kill Catrick, and here is we defeated. Like, Jesus Christ, the journal is useless. That's what I can tell. Go to the camp. We got a lot of things to do. And I don't know from where to start. Like, I literally don't know from where to start.
Soldier?
Could be useful. A word.
Well, Withers is not here now as well.
I guess I can take care of myself.
I would not linger in this land over long, but whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker in, historically.
You're very funny, Astarion. Actually, out of all of the weirdos, okay, and everyone is a weirdo, this one is done the best, Astarion. By far, it's done the best. And I could swallow Astarion during the entire run. Everything else is fucking sufficient. Bubblefish, thanks for the follow.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
What?
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, most high. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one.
Hey, Bubblefish, thanks for the sub, Bubblefish. Fuck you, Larian, okay? Fuck you. How cringe does it get from 1 to 100? This is a fucking 100, okay? This is what's gonna nuke down the score of this game to 0. Where's the silver light, the moon magic?
Listen to the subtle vibrations of the Moon Maiden thumping within your heart chambers, friend. She works her magic there.
My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom? She's gonna lick Isabel's ass till the end of the game.
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Are you really Saloon's daughter?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Would your mother help us against the dead 3?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your
Stamp
side.
up. Thanks for the sub and welcome.
So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
How you come to be trapped in Shadowfell?
Ketheric Thorn, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorn never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour, we each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live! Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Jesus Christ, you fuck off, man. Holy shit. What are these quotes?
I am free from my bonds, but no, you must face them. I will help.
Tell me about Shadowheart.
In due time. Mother Saluna will tell me when the time is right. Painful truths should be handled with some decorum.
And that's it.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
I can't believe it. I can't believe
Now
Aelin
there's
is
one too.
here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
No, but it sounds like you do.
Guilty. The moment I looked at Aelin, I just knew I had to be with her. I was hers. That was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then, and this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
Did he shout boo?
You jest. Yet, he did seem a ghost to me. A shadow of the father I loved. He resurrected me with magic so foul, I nearly retch just thinking of it. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak, could only run. I found last light within the shadows, made a shelter there, prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jahira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land, my home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them, and myself, no matter what. I did. Who would trust the next of kin of Ketheric Thorm? But I have no more secrets. It's all out in the open now, and with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing, rest. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long, but I'm grateful for a safe place to, well, just to be. Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm on.
Thank you.
Baldur is here. But a druid is not.
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal. Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace. and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
Well met.
Ballerina doesn't have anything to say. Okay. First thing that I would like to test is if I rest, if anything happens. If not, we're gonna take the rest from traversing the area. That's the first thing. Because that's how it was transition from Act 1 to Act 2. I guess it's the same transition from Act 2 to Act 3. So, end the day. Nothing happened. And no one wants to speak. Interesting.
Be gone, friend.
Yeah, you wanna lick her
darling
ass,
to
I get it. I get it. So nothing new. And nothing gonna rest as well. Okay, we do not need to rest. That's resolved. We just go straight for Baldur's Gate. But I should level up, and then on transition I'll switch items, companions, and so on. In that order. Are the characters directly from some TV love show? I don't know what was Larian thinking, okay? I don't know. More resources went into voice acting, into relations, and into some agenda crap than into the actual gameplay. Gameplay is lacking, but hey, there's a lot of relations. Truth to be told, now, once I'm close to Act 3, I mean, I'm about to start the Act 3, and if I compare this to Breath of the Righteous, it's not even to its knees. Okay. Like, Breath of the Righteous, it wipes the floor with Baldur's Gate 3. Wipes the floor. And that's a reality. This is just... I don't know what it is.
Friend, we are here for you.
From Wraithwind Town is where we reach Baldur's Gate. Believe it or not, we're done. Road to Baldur's Gate.